Hey folks, it's Rithgar here, how you doing? Welcome back to Factorio. We've had a little break. Let's get back to building our million minions. Count. 191085. 191159. That was 75. 150 robots that just added in. 138, about 130 right there. 500, okay. They are ticking up at quite a phenomenal rate right now. They are ticking up at a very, very impressively phenomenal rate. The logistics bot count. What is the flying robot frame count doing? This is one that is 600. That's dropped by 100. And let's just drop by another 100. 476. 400. 355. 22. Okay. Flying robot frames are now dropping. So I want to go and have a look at the frying. The frying robot frames are altogether different to the flying robot frames. Right? We don't have any frying ones at the moment. They're not very good at the whole frying thing. I've got all materials that I need. So we're gonna go and actually take a walk up, and we're gonna have a look at these. Right, let me come away from that bit. There we are. I wanna walk up through here. There's me. There's me right there. Little blurry me running around. It's difficult to kind of see what you're doing at times. We've got so many robots whizzing around. Okay, so every single factory is actually working, and they are producing robots as fast as we possibly can. I've got materials here for all robots. I've got those coming in, and I have actually got a decent supply of materials coming in. The battery supply right there is unchanging, pretty much. It's hovering around the same. But I got 500,000 batteries there, so batteries are not a concern for me. The concern is the fact that I'm using up flying robot frames faster than I'm producing. So we need another square of flying robot frames. In order to be able to do this, we need another square. Now, first up, electric engine units. 23,790, 23,766, 742, 44. You know, it would be easier if I just went in here. Production. They've changed this. This now looks a little bit different. There was a bit of an update. So they have changed it a little bit. And they're slowly tweaking. This whole 0.8 is all about improving the whole UI. And they're going to make it just generally look pretty snazzy. Some bits are already looking pretty snazzy, and other bits have yet to be tweaked to be made to look snazzy. But everything is going to be getting some serious love and attention, which is absolutely wonderful. So what do I want? I want flying robot frames in here. Now that is consumption for flying robot frames. Where is product? Oh dear. Oh dear, oh dear, oh dear. I'm consuming 40,000 over 10 minutes and I'm producing 12,000. I need to up my game a bit. I need to up my game a bit with flying robot frames. Right, so there's those. Now I want electric engine units. Well, first up, we will just go with normal engine units. We're using 5,400. We're producing 7,000. And then we've got those there. Where is these? Consumption of those is higher than production. So I need another electric engine unit, and I need more engine unit. We've got to make some more squares. We've got to make some more squares of materials. So electric engine units, that's the only one I've got for electric engine units. So we will start off by copying that one out. Right there. Take that whole bad boy there. Is that one going to fit into a corner over here? I could actually drop that one in there. Right next to this. And then I'm not wasting all of this space. Because it does feel a bit like a waste of space, doesn't it? If I drop that one in there, that will fit perfectly along with the power line and everything. Excellent. That one can drop into there without any issues whatsoever. This one is not going to go into here. I'm not putting one... Well, I suppose I could. I could actually just fit another one in there. All I'd have to do is remove one power line and I can fit another one right in there. And it would fit perfectly right in there. Just that power line. Alright, let's do that. That means it is a little bit squashed in here. It's not quite as perfect as I like. I don't necessarily like it being squashed in like that. But desperate times call for desperate measures, and we're wanting to get this done. So let's use up the... Let's put in the stuff that we can. Let's get these things down. Let's get these things going. So there's all of those. Now, I have also stopped production of these, haven't I? I have stopped production of... Not those there. I have stopped production of these, the circuits. Right? Stopping production of those means that we have now got production focused elsewhere, but it also means I may not have the units that I want for putting everything in here. So I've got to take that into account as well. But that lot right in there, hopefully that will get them underway and they will be able to put everything down and that will all work beautifully. So there's 2 lots of engine units. Flying frames, I've only got 2 lots of those at the moment. So if I go with a copy here and I take that one out of there. Flying frame and a flying frame. I'm going to do 2 more flying frames down here. I'm going to do a double lot of those. Drop one into there and one into there so that I've got plenty more of these up underway. What else am I going to need? This is the bit that I'm now sort of pondering deeply. What else am I going to need? I'm going to drop those 19 chests out so that they're able to be used somewhere else. Well, I suppose engine units. How are we with engine? What was the engine unit stuff like? Engine units themselves. If I go to the 10 minutes bit in here, we have got 6,700 of them. Engine unit consumption is 5,400 and I'm producing 6,700. Electric engine units, they're a bit more varied. My production is quite a bit lower than the consumption of them. I don't know if this is because I've got like a load in storage, so I'm not physically able to. But this is the concerning bit, is the flying robot frames. I'm not producing at anywhere near the number that I'm using. And that is slightly concerning. I need to up that game a little bit, don't I? Logistics robots, we're pumping out 40,000 per 10 minutes for a minute. At the moment, anyway. If I look into total storage, we're now up to 205,000. And I'm guessing flying robot frames, yeah, they are ticking down pretty quick. 30,000, 48, 29. Yeah, I'm using those up almost as fast as I'm producing the robots themselves. Like, it's quite a slow process doing the rest of it. These speed modules here, I just don't have them. But I do, like, we want to go into modules. I want to see what I got in storage for these. Plenty of those, and I've still got 800 of these. So we don't need to make any more of them yet. The lower level ones don't matter at all. We don't use them anywhere at the moment because we don't have science. So it's just those 2 there that we need to make sure that we've got enough to be able to produce the factories that I'm producing. As long as I can build the factories, then we'll be alright with that. Now, another thing that I want to do is I want to actually stop production of some stuff down here. It's in here. That lot's going to go over there and place a load of things in. Let them carry on and do that. I've got productivity modules here. Let's ditch those. They can run out. They can do what they're going to do. It's you in here. Have I got this? 300. What have I got in here? I need to stop production on this one. This is consuming them, and I don't need them being done anymore. So that one and that one can come out I'll remove them, and then these are not going to be made anymore. Look, see, I've got 5 of them on there. This one down here, again, that one needs to disappear. No. That one needs to disappear. Just that one. And I've got 4. Right, so I've got loads of spares. These are going to bring in the advanced circuits. That's all right. We can let them bring in the advanced circuits and just to sort of top that up. That's not going to make a big difference. That one is filling up. I'm going to leave that one to fill up, just in case it, you know, like, we'll let those fill up. I don't think that's going to hurt. And I guess that's all right. They can keep working. They can keep working. They can keep filling up. Because if I do want to have, like, a massive expansion on the power stations again, it's going to be useful having them around, isn't it? That's the sort of thing that is going to really help us out should we ever require something along those lines. I've got all the chests here. The only thing I don't have is the stack inserters once again. The stack inserters are a big problem for us at the minute. We're going to need to do something about that. Now, more flying robot frames are being made. We've also now should have, very soon, more of these being made as well, although we're still waiting on chests. I've got a whole host of chests there that still need to be made, so I'm going to have to help out once again with the whole chest manufacturing. My robot should still be putting these out. You should still be putting those out as well. Look, right here. See, chests I don't have very many, but now I'm requesting... I still need 170 stack inserters, which is a ridiculous amount of stack inserters that need to be dealt with. Let's make... Oh, wait, I can't make any of these. Let's not make that lot and not make that lot. I will make those, just those 5. I think that'll be alright. Yeah, this is slowing things down. It's going to slow things down. 211,000. And 156 up there. Like, I'm getting closer to the full number of robots that I want. That is good. I'm stuck solidly on 0 logistics robots now. And I'm thinking that we're going to need to do something about that. Now, I've got an idea for this. I have got one idea for this, and that is we're going to head back over this way. We're going to ignore that lot. We're going to go for a mosey on up over here. We're going to go right back up to where we were extracting robots from the whole system to start with. So I should have 20-odd thousand robots up there. I'm going to start feeding them back into the system. I think we can cope with it. I think it would be probably a sensible idea if we were to do something like that, just to start being able to utilize them again, and I feel that we're now ready for that. I've just realized as I ran up here, I've lost some of my robots. I've got 19 of my robots that I've left behind. You know what? They're going to have to catch up. Regardless of the fact that they are desperately trying to catch up with me, that's what they're going to have to do. So I've been extracting robots from here. As they come across, they disappear into these roboports over here, and then they feed into there. So what we're going to do now is we're actually going to put these down like that, and I'm going to start feeding them in to these. So I'm going to take that one out, and that one out, like that. And then I'm going to take these, and that one is going to go into there. So there's both of those feeding back in now. I'm also going to remove those two. And then we will start feeding these both back into that one roboport right there. And then we'll go up to here, and we will do similar up here. So there's that one, and there is that one. So I had quite a few here that I was extracting. These are now going to be all fed back in, like that. It's not going to be an instant overnight thing feeding them in. They are dumping them in 12 at a time. Right, they do get through these pretty quick. Look at this. Look how fast. 12 per lift. which is quite remarkable. That is an impressive number to be moving at any one time. So they're very quickly going to empty these out. And while they're doing that, I can then take my deconstruction planner and I can first up get rid of all of those. So I'm now able to start picking up some of these stack inserters, which is going to help us out no end, because we kind of need a few of these. We have a little bit of a shortage of stack inserters. It's going to be nice being able to have them all back again. Well, I say have them all back again. It's going to be nice just to have some. I got 4 of them on their way. Those robots of mine, they should eventually get here. I'm going to keep working on deconstructing this lot. And we're also sort of, we're expecting my 19 robots to turn up any day now. They could take another year to get here, mine, because they got a long way to go. They've got a very, very long way to go. Grab that lot, and then I want to grab all of that line down there, and I also want to grab that one. I'm not going to do anything about the power lines that are going across this lot. They can stay as they are. And we've already jumped up to 163,000 robots flying. If I mouse over there, 163,700. That is rising quickly. There, 164,000. This is fantastic. And then I'll take... Oh, there's my robots. Look, a whole group of them. All coming back in all at once. Poor little chaps. They must be exhausted. They've travelled far. What's going on here? Ah, there we go. Right, they're all going to rush out there and do their thing. And then they're all going to rush out. I'm going to grab that lot there. And I'm also then going to grab that lot there. Like that. Plus that one. Why are you not picking up those 3? That must be other robots are going to get them. Look at this. I've now got over 100 stack inserters. I need 160. I'm going to dump those out. Other robots will come and collect them and use them. They will utilize them in other builds. And then we will have more things being built much more fastly than we have right now. And yes, fastly is a technical term. And I've got loads of these. So I'm also going to help this out by picking up 2,000 logistics robots right there. I'm going to dump 350 into there. They put them in pretty quick. And I'm going to dump 350 into there. Sort of, they're not, it doesn't look like they're going all at once. I guess if I sort of drop down here and I look down, they're all stacked one on top of the other. So those 2,000 robots I just dumped out, they're spreading out quite a bit now as they head south. I'm sure it'll be fine. So I'm going to pick that one up. There's another 2,000 robots. So if I just press Control on here and literally just do it like that, and all of them go out at once. All 2,000 robots that I just picked up. So I can grab that one as 86 bots. And grab that lot. There's another load. Look at that. Look at that. That is quite impressive. And then out they go. Right, they're spreading out more and more. But you can't quite identify all of these robots at the minute, because they're still like piled one on top of the other. So it's difficult to see them all, but they are pouring forth. 178,179. I know we did lose a whole host of robots here, didn't we? There's 1,400 there, and then there's that lot. So I'll jump in here like this. Dump all of that lot in. So they all go disappearing out, and then I'll take that lot, and then I can have my robots pick up that little lot and that little lot as well. Let's dump them. Sometimes it is definitely more helpful just to assist the factory just a little tiny bit. And grab that bit there. So I've already assisted a fair bit. There's another 1,700 bots. Dump all of that in. Look at the waves going out. I love the waves. I love the way that the waves travel. 189,000 bots now flying, but obviously it does mean that our total logistics count in here is dropping. But we're actually we're pushing close to 400,000 bots. Grab a few more. I'm just going to keep working down through this. There I'm pressing shift. I want to press control. I want to put everything in all at once. Can do 350 robots at once when I do... If I do control, because it will put a stack in each of those. Like that. And because it's dumping them out really quickly, I can just instantly get rid of the whole lot. And that right there. Go and dump the whole lot again. And... there, so we've got 489s. There's a few stacks. And then I can go here like this and grab that lot for me. And then grab that lot. Do the same again. We're getting the hang of this. That lot all in there. Look at them all coming out. 200,000 robots in the air. And we do actually have 200,000 robots in the air. The only problem with this is our frame rate is now starting to take a bit of punishment from this. These two here, they're just about done. So I'm going to let the... there is... I don't need to. There's no point in sort of waiting around to let anything do anything. I can just dump those in myself like that. That's the last of them up and flying. I've now got those on my person as well. So there's all of those robots, and we're no longer shifting any out of the system at the moment. I have 204,000 robots, and every single one is flying. So if I look in here, I've now got 15.8 gig on there, 17.5 being provided by the steam turbines, and 7.6 from here. I would like nighttime to come along so that we can see if we're still able to provide all the power, because with all of those robots up in the air, it's definitely going to start making a bit of a difference. Now, I've got 76 stack inserters that I still need to be able to provide for, so I'm going to manufacture a few more on me, which just does help. It does help. Making things to just assist the factory a little bit, it does kind of push things along a bit. It does help here and there. Whether it's going to be beneficial in other areas, I don't really know, but we can hope. We can absolutely hope. Now, I'm going to take a little bit of a walk down this way so that we can go back towards where our robots are. I got that lot all being placed down, which means that these are very quickly getting rid of. So I've only got 18 left, and I've got 39 on me. So as soon as my robots come back, there's most of that lot now being placed down where it should be. There's a few more there being placed down. That makes 17 out. That makes 13 out. See how quickly we can deal with this? Isn't that absolutely wonderful? Right, I'm reckoning flying robot frames are still going to be an ongoing issue for us. We're not going to be able to make these fast enough. Now, those there, those are actually all alright. So where was the rest of the flying? It was it was these two squares down here. These are the ones that I want to have a look at next. If I run down here, just get an idea of whether or not we're getting all materials coming in that we want. I have got all materials come in, and this is going flat out. We've got a couple of bits over there that I'm still waiting on to be built. So I will walk over there myself, and my robots will put down the last of them. Come in over there, like that. There are just 3 of them now requested. What else is it? What else am I requesting? There's no chests. It's one of them. Oh, it's one there. There it is. Okay, I'm not quite sure why my robot isn't coming out to put that one in. It should do. Close enough to it. I'm literally right on top of the thing. But we've got all of these flying robot frames now being made. If we go and have a look in our stuff in here, how are we doing with per 10 minutes? 12,000 electric engine units are being produced. 6,000 engine units are being produced, and 18,000 flying robot frames. I'm using 43,000 flying robot frames per 10 minutes. 4,300 and I'm producing 2,000. Our numbers are way off at the moment. Electronic circuits, I'm consuming, well, advanced circuits 103 and I'm producing 105. So those are going to start building up. 322 we're producing. Circuits should all start to be even, begin to even out fairly soon. Along with everything else. I mean, the only thing that we seem to be having trouble with is these flying robot frames. The numbers don't add up. I don't like that the numbers don't add up. Can I get rid of... I can't get rid of the other things. Electric engine unit. Right, the numbers there on the electric engine units, they've just jumped up quite nicely. Right, 1.5 down there. It's gone up to 3.7k. And here, the consumption of them is 2.2 right there. But that seems to be good. Consumption is, well, over 10 minutes. It's still saying there is a discrepancy between the two. But generally, it seems to be all right. Engine units there, consumption is up a bit on what production is. But hopefully that's just, well, whether we'll be able to catch that up. Is this up here? This is what I'm concerned about. Look, 4,500 per minute, and it's staying at 4,500 per minute. This here, well, we have gone up to 3,000. That has produced, like, we've gone right up here now to 3,000, almost 4,000. I'm still using, wow, I'm actually using 5,000, right? Well, that's worrying. 2.5, 3.1, and down here, 700 being made per minute. Is that 700 per minute or 700 per 0.2 seconds, I think? Goodness me. Or 0.1 of a minute. I'm not sure. 2,000 there. It is per minute. It's per minute. That's what we're looking at. So I'm producing 600 per minute and I'm using 2,000 per minute. Here I am using engine units. Oh, that's electric engine units. Engine units themselves, I am producing, using 3,000. I am producing, oh, that's flying robot frames. That's the electric engine units. The colours aren't the same. That's confusing. It's very confusing. Right, engine units are down here. And the consumption of them is up here. This is not necessarily very good. Flying robot frames 3.1k and use of the flying robot frames is 4.8 to 5k. It's getting better. It's definitely getting better. We're sort of inching towards what we want, and I'm starting to fill these up as well. Now, where are we? We're 190,000. We are just away from 400,000 logistics robots. So we want more of those. I just want to, like, ramp up everything as far as logistics robots is concerned, don't I? So I want iron first. Let's have a look at the iron. Iron ore, iron plate. I got nothing in storage. That seems to have now suddenly drained away again. Steel. I have at least got some steel. I have at least got a little bit of steel. That's a blessing. That is a little bit of a blessing. Circuits. Circuits, we don't have any extra circuits at the moment, but hopefully they will eventually catch up. Nothing that I can do about them at the moment, even if they're not going to catch up. So where am I going to start plonking in more stuff? I want more of these. I want another engine unit. Now, I've got electric engine units, 2 lots of flying frames over there. I've got 2 more lots. No, that's engine units there. Now, icon. I can actually use icons on here. This is what somebody said in the chat, which I thought was really cool. So I can just do that. Well, folks, Rome wasn't built in a day, and 1 million minions are not going to be built in a single episode. We've run out of time, so if you've enjoyed the episode, then please head down below and give us a like, and if you really enjoyed it, then please tell your friends all about me, get them to come and watch as well. That would be awesome. And until next time, thank you very much for watching. This is Frithgar. Goodbye, and see you later.